Alright guys, so Cookie Kingdom has uploaded their July 30th update patch note, and you guys can see it's literally going to be two different pages of the patch note here, guys. It's going to be a massive update, so let's look at this together and see what we're getting for the July 30th update, leading all the way up to August, soon leading towards Silent Salt. So first of all, let's look at July 30th part 1 right over here, guys, and let's look at this. Hello and welcome to Cookie Run Kingdom. Get ready to meet the farers of faraway seas in the upcoming update. Are you ready for a new adventure? Then it's time to set sail. What's new? The tropical Soda Islands have been hit by a sudden storm, stopping traders from entering. Just when the Cookie Kingdom was about to fall short of its supplies, two magnificent ships dropped their anchors in the harbor. This unexpected stop was not meant to take long, but as always, fate has other plans. So, the glorious Voyage. Let's sail the rough waters and trade. The glorious Voyage is a mode where you sail the seas, travel around islands, and trade goods. Clear Crispia Stage 2-15 in World Exploration to unlock this game mode. So, let's look at this thing here, guys. Preparing for Voyage. So, first of all, we have the captain effect. You can assign a cookie to be a captain. We have Jage, Manju, as well as Oyster, Marshmallow Bunny, Captain Caviar, Candy Diver are ready to set sail, with more new cookie captains to be added in the future. Effects for Voyage will be added depending on the level of Captain Cookies. Captain effects are activated based on the level at the start of a voyage. Any new effects gained during Voyage will be applied in the new one. And then we have the trade ship design. The Jelly Lion will become your trade ship. Play in the Glorious Voyage to unlock new ship designs, the Iridescent Wave, and the Silence. You can change the designs of the dock, Voyage screen, and the trade ship as well. Unlock Starlight Island first to change the trade ship design. The trade ship design can only be changed before a voyage. And then we also do have the cargo contribution. Increase the amount of contribution by loading various goods and items. There are two types of goods, general and premium. The list for general good is reset after a certain period, and then you can earn more points for loading premium goods. Now, let's talk about the actual voyage itself. Voyage are turn-based, and each turn will use up the ship's durability. The ship's durability starts at 100 at the start of a new voyage, and the base amount may increase depending on Captain's effect. Voyage will end when the ship's durability reaches 0 or when you complete the voyage logbook. Now, sailing. You can sail the ship using two methods, automatic or manual. Select automatic for convenient sailing by selecting the destination. Select manual for strategic sailing by selecting the route you want. The ship will pause when visiting a trade island, sailing into an obstacle, or when turning to a new chapter in the voyage logbook. So it does look like we have an automatic feature so that you guys don't need to be sitting there and doing this every single time to gain the rewards. Voyage, logbooks, and turns. The Glorious Voyage is made up of 7 logbook chapters. Move a certain number of turns in a chapter to move to the next. Turning to a new chapter will change certain elements. The sea, market prices and quantities on trade islands, and sailing conditions. We also do have obstacles. You may enter various obstacles like rocks, thunderstorms, seaweed, maelstrom. We have pirate ships, message in a bottle, and ship repair kits, which all do different things. We also do have different mini games like before, where if you encounter a maelstrom or a pirate ship, you will have to toss a coin for a chance to turn the tide in your favor. Now, this is the new thing that they have added, trade. So, there are various trade islands in the Glorious Voyage. Visit each island to buy goods with trade coins or even sell goods. There are goods you can buy or sell on all the islands, and goods only available to buy on certain islands. Check each island's buy and sell prices along with available quantities in the trade goods info screen. Trade islands. You can trade or sell goods on each trade island and complete requests from merchants. A total of 6 trade island awaits: farm, ranch, fishing, gem, artisan, and tinker. Select the goods to place in your list and buy them from merchants. You will place the maximum quantity available for Purchase by checking the maximum button. You can select the quantity if the box is not checked. Selling goods. You can select goods to place in your list to sell to the merchants. We also do have trade requests. You can obtain requests by getting message in a bottle during a voyage or progressing to a new chapter in the voyage log. You can check the goods requested by merchants on the trade request screen. Earn rewards by delivering the requested goods to merchants on different islands. All trade requests will be reset once the voyage ends. Now on to the rewards. Result rewards. Your total points come from the following: trade coins, trade goods, voyage turns, and voyage completion bonus. Trade goods points are calculated depending on the lowest sell price at the end of the voyage. The voyage completion bonus is given when the ship's durability reaches 0 or by completing all chapters of the voyage logbook. You can obtain gold of glory and other rewards depending on your total points. Ship's wheels are not used up in practice mode, but you will not receive any rewards from the voyage. Now onto the trade shop. Alright, so once you guys are able to get those gold of glory, you can buy various items. You can obtain new ship designs in the shop, such as Silent, that once escaped the sea's wrath. Alright, and also it does look like you can get Manju as well as Jage's soul stones. We have Raiden biscuit doughs, we have cookie cutters, and all those good stuff. Your ranking reward is determined through the total points earned through gameplay. Ranking rewards are delivered via the in-game box, and it looks like we have a little side thing as well: treasure map battle. Map fragments. You can obtain map fragments through message in a bottle or by completing requests. Map fragments you collect are kept for the entire season. Map battles earn rewards by winning in treasure map battles. These battles are time limited, so make sure to finish them before the time runs out. Now let's go into the actual cookies themselves. Alright, so we have the first one, Jage Cookie. Jage Cookie is a support cookie who uses the skill Iridescent Storm. Jage Cookie waves her fan, causing an iridescent storm, dealing damage and dragging enemies into its center. The enemies who took damage gain the Pearl Shard debuff. Jage Cookie grants her allies HP shield and increases their debuff resist. If Jage Cookie and Manju Cookie join the battle together, it will trigger the temporary alliance effect, making their skills more powerful and reducing Jage Cookie's cooldown. Whenever Jage Cookie uses her skill, she will dispel incapacitating effects on Manju Cookie and resets his cooldown, allowing to use his skill immediately. Alright, so we gotta see how this is gonna work, but it does look like she is gonna be centering the cookies together, allowing cookies like Manju and other cookies like that to deal damage without missing, possibly. Alright, Manju Cookie is an ambush who uses the skill Flash Strike. When you notice Manju Cookie's lightning fast strikes, it's already too late. Manju Cookie attacks enemies and delivers his final blow in a straight line. After that, he restores his own HP equal to a portion of the damage he dealt. If Manju Cookie and Jage Cookie joins the battle together, it will trigger the alliance effect, making their skill more powerful. So whenever Jage Cookie uses her skill, she will dispel any incapacitating effects on Manju and resets his cooldown, allowing him to use his skill immediately. Alright, so again, the same thing here, guys, but when you think about this though, lightning fast strike, it reminds you of a certain character from Demon Slayer. I won't say who. You guys can let me know down in the comments below. Alright, next we have Lime Cookie. Lime Cookie is a support cookie who uses a skill Beach Ball Surprise. Blows up a beach ball to grant HP shields to ally cookies and heal them. When entering a battle with the Citrus Squad, Lime Cookie will prepare a surprise gift and adds buffs depending on the Citrus Squad cookies in battle. Additionally, entering a battle with all the Citrus Squad members will amplify all buffs. The Citrus Squad effect is amplified with more Citrus Squad cookies in the team, and they're going to make unforgettable memories. Alright, so it does look like she is going to be a very simple cookie, but we'll see how the effects are. Now, we also do have the new resident topping, Seafarer toppings, which is going to be for Manju, as well as Jage and Lime, as well as Grapefruit. Alright, so we have 4 new cookies that are going to be getting the resident topping as well. And then we have the return of the MyCookie Adventure. Venture into the great unknown with MyCookie. Control MyCookie, fight monsters, and obtain loot in this casual action minigame. We have applied your feedback gathered during the preseason. As this is the first regular season of this game mode, you will keep all obtained gear and upgrade items for the future seasons. Entry tickets, Avenger coins, crafting materials, and other rewards will not be carried over to the next season. So adventure begins. Find peanut sandwich cookie in the town square to enter the MyCookie Adventure lobby. You do not need to complete a quest to enter. This was a little thing that happened during the preseason where, like, if you don't clear the town square quest, you were not able to actually go into the MyCookie Adventure. So hopefully this fixed it. And then we also do have the lobby where you're able to check your status, equip them with items, and then upgrade your talents as well. We have the inventory. In the inventory, you can change or upgrade your gear. Select a piece of gear to check its stats, status, and other info. Weapons have passive effects and can provide status bonuses. To upgrade your gear, use glowing power gems that can be obtained in MyCookie Adventure or the mine. Once an epic weapon has been upgraded to a certain level, further upgrades will require using radiant power gems that can be obtained in the MyCookie Adventure or the mine again. Weapon upgrades will increase its attack and unlock extra passive effects. We have breaking down items as well. You can break down and get some glowing power gems as well as radiant power gems. If you break down an upgraded one, you get 10% back of the materials used. You can't break down equipped gears. Smithy, so this is where you could craft weapons and charms as well. So you will need to provide mole, a seal, and core. So these are going to be the ones that are going to determine your weapon, bonus stat, as well as your ultimate ability. Crafting probabilities as well. We have 75% to get common, 25% to get rare, and 5% to get an epic. And then of course we have different percentages as well right there. We also do have the charms where we can make necklace, earrings, as well as bracelet, increasing different stats. All right, and then we also do have different probability as well. And then we also do have the talents, which is going to be like your typical roguelikes where you're able to go and upgrade different abilities of your character before you enter the battle, all right, to increase your stats and stuff like that. We also do have collections, so we can put your plus 30 weapons on display in your collection to obtain matching icings. You can't put equipped gear on display. Once put on display, a weapon can't be retrieved. So I wonder if it means that you literally cannot use it again. So we'll see how that goes. We have the entry token every 4 hours. It's gonna refresh, or you can purchase extra with crystals. And then we have the gameplay, which is gonna be again roguelike, as well as you have different areas and abilities. And then controls, right? We have the Joy-Con, regular attack, charge attack, ultimate skill, dash, potion, and also now I have heard from the PD that you are able to move and attack at the same time, which was a big thing in the preseason because it was so hard, right? And then we have different area types: normal, hard, rest, shop, events areas as well. We have the routes you can choose. You have a map, so you can choose exactly where you want to go. All right, treasure chests that you're able to get different skills from and things like that. Leveling up, coins, abilities, all of those things. Clearing stages. You can skip now. We made it possible to use time jumpers to obtain items more efficiently. Use them to quickly finish previously completed stages. And now we have a survival mode. Complete the final stage to unlock survival mode. Your goal in survival mode is to ward off waves of enemies. There's a total of 20 waves with the rewards given for surviving 10 and 20 waves. Unlike the other stages, there are no stage clear reward provided in the survival mode. The time you took to reach a certain wave is recorded. And then we also do have the shops where you're able to get different items, and it does look like it is going to restock at certain intervals. And I gotta say, it does look like the shop is gonna be pretty nice with good amount of cookie cutters. We have some radiant biscuit dough faithful cookie cutters. All right, so those are gonna be really, really nice. All right, now moving on to the second part, we have the arcade arena. So let's look at the season 1 first, and that is gonna be 5v5 a battle of epics. All right, this is gonna be from July 30th to August 6th, which is going to be 1 week. All right, and then the arcade arena is heating up. Ready your epics for an epic match. Super epics are not allowed. All right, so we don't even have super epics. No Camellia, no Stardust, None of that. No Capsaicin, Elder Fairy. So just straight up epics. That's really, really going to be fun now. Alright. And then we also do have the Battle of Epics plus treasures. So this one is actually going to be Battle of Epics with 5 different treasures. Something like we had before. But it's, again, just epic. So I want to see how that's going to go. They're most likely going to be banning Insignia again, just like before as well. All right, we have the seasons. So different seasonal rules are going to be taking place. We have tally period as well. We have entry tokens. Enter the arcade arena with tickets. The refill are going to be automatic every 2 hours and 24 minutes. Or you can purchase with crystals or by watching ads. We have arcade rules. New rules will be added at the start of the new season. Practice mode, tiers, battle condition though, it's going to be that every single one of the cookies are going to be level 90 with skill level 90 and treasure level 12. So this is going to be really, really good for everybody, especially if you don't have the ability to level up your cookies right away. The only thing I recommend is that you level it up to level 30 because that's when you unlock every single slot for the topping, if toppings are going to be allowed, which most likely is going to be allowed. So just keep that in mind. Rewards, so season rewards as well as tier rewards are going to be available. We have the shop as well for the arcade arena, and it does look like we are able to get Radiant Biscuit though. We have this new chest. I'm not exactly sure what this chest is. Alright, so I guess we'll find out what that chest is. We have 20 cookie cutters you're able to get as well. We have some, soul stones, so we'll see how this one goes. And then we also do have now the expansion of Trial of Glory. Clear the 10th stage in Trial Grounds to access this boss stage. This is going to be divided into seasons. Trial of Glory is a seasonal game mode where your goal is to deal as much damage to the boss within the given time as you can. Somebody talked about that in my comment section before. It's going to reset every week on Wednesday at midnight. Each season features a different Trial of Glory and with the featured cookies rotating in order. Your team has to include a cookie from the selected trial ground and you will use battle attempts as usual. After you clear the Trial of Glory, you can use time jumpers and you can also test various strategies in practice mode as well. We have bosses, so 3 different bosses that are going to go through rotation. And then the rewards are going to be first win, as well as season rewards and play rewards. So first clear reward is going to be whenever you clear that thing for the first time. You have season reward earned the first time you play in a new season. And then you have the new rewards that are going to be available with each season. Play rewards earned by using your battle attempts. These can also be earned using time jumpers, but not in practice mode. Alright, now into the big part of the update, and that is going to be the free beast. Alright, Dominion of the Beast. The might of the fallen resonates throughout Earthbread. This is your chance to meet the beast of your choice, complete missions, and unleash their power. In part 1, we are going to be able to choose between Mystic Flower and Burning Spice, complete missions one by one, and unlock more game modes where you can play with this cookie. Once you have completed all missions, you can receive the final rewards, a profile background, and a badge. Alright, also we have the kingdom design of Peaks of Apathy. So that's going to be for the Apathy theme. And then we have the new costumes. Oh my gosh, you guys know this costume is absolutely fire. And that's going to be the World of Stillness. And for Mystic Flower, as well as Dark Cacao Cookie. Alright, so good. So good. Alright, music hall as well. We're getting some music from episode 9 and 10 of the Beasties. We have the events. So we have a new gacha, which is going to be a Seafarer's gacha. Not going to be separate Manju and Jage, but you're going to have these two actually going to be in the banner together. So use magic cookie cutters and pull from the Seafarer's gacha to meet Jage and Manju. Receive rewards for a certain number of pulls in the Seafarer's gacha events, similar to what we have always had. We also do have the Farers of the Faraway Seas. Check out the story of the 2 guild masters, find mysterious bottles, and complete the missions to receive rewards. Now, let's look at the balance and changes as well, because there's some good stuff going on here. Alright, we have Mystic Flower. So, Mystic Flower enjoys stable popularity in various game modes. However, her survivability was lower compared to other beast cookies, and it is true. She kind of explodes, and that's not really good. So, we have turned Mystic Flower Cookie's HP and other related stats to allow her to last longer in battle. So base HP is getting a 7.1% boost. Touch of Meaninglessness damage resist is going to increase from 20% to 25%. Lantern of Apathy max HP is going to be increasing from 13% to 18.5%. How much of that is going to actually work, we'll have to see, but that is going to be some good buffs at least. Right, Burning Spice is also a popular pick for his high damage output as a charge cookie. While he is a good choice, after transformation, his regular attack deals relatively low damage to non-cookie enemies. To address this, we have slightly increased Burning Spice Cookie's basic damage as well as his Firestorm crit bonus. So the Tyrant's Wrath single hit is going to have 10.1%, and then Enraged crit is going to increase from 3.5 to 5%. Now on to the Dark Cacao Cookie, alright? So he is pretty niche in PvE modes, however one of his core effects, Gloom, has a relatively short duration, making its usability limited, so they exactly know what's happening here. We have increased Gloom's duration and made some tweak to improve Dark Cacao Cookie's viability. So Gloom duration to non-cookie enemies is going to increase from 10 to 15 seconds to make it easier in PvE stages. Base attack is going to increase by 3.83%. Silence is going to increase from 1.7 to a flat 2 seconds. And then Royal Decree damage resist buff for allies is going to increase from 20% to 25%. Got to see how this is going to turn out, but seems pretty good as of right now. At least they're just getting a bunch of buffs, alright? Gacha Fate chance up. So we have a 300% Awaken and Beasts are going to be increased from 0.15 to 0.45. Alright, this is going to be remaining until the end of August. And it does look like we have some icing chance up as well for you guys. And Monster Menace chests. Open up to 10 chests in one go. Collect and open chests more conveniently and enjoy the rewards. So instead of 5, it's 10 now. We have some improvements in the tropical Soda Island as well. This is for most of the newer players to catch up. So the waiting time when removing clouds and restoring Soda Islands have been reduced by approximately 80%. The amount of resources required for removing is going to be decreased as well. You get 5 times more amount of map fragments as well as spy goddesses, and you get more resources whenever liberating any recaptured islands. Players who have previously expanded all available sectors of the map will receive difference via the in-game mailbox. Alright, so for someone like me who has completed everything because I've been playing since the beginning. But that is pretty much it. A lot of stuff, guys. Mainly all of the stuff is from the Voyage and then the MyCookie Adventure and all that good stuff. But we have Manju as well as Jage as well as Lime Cookie. My only downside is that they have a dual banner, which is going to be harder to pull the ones you exactly want, but we'll see how it goes. But as of right now, it does look like we have that particular epic only, no super epic, literally epic only, and I'm actually excited to see how it's going to perform. It does look like, I want to say that Manju and Jage are definitely going to be used in that epic only as well. Maybe Citrus Squads will have a time in the meta as well for the arcade arena, but we'll see how this goes. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, and yeah, let's see what happens with the update. Thanks for watching.